Hey, Livinpink here for Quantic Gaming, and I found Dr. Mundo. How are you doing this weekend?
Mundo doing good.
Awesome. So, what inspired you to cosplay this weekend?
I'd heard that there was a contest coming, and I knew I love League of Legends, and I was going to IPL5 anyway, so I just wanted to go out and cosplay. And when you cosplay at these events, you can get more involved with everything. Everyone comes up and talks to you, and you can kind of get into character and just go around and do whatever you want.
So, how much attention did you get out of it? How many people came up to you?
For the first 2 days, like there was a lot of people were coming up to get pictures, especially like cosplayers tend to slowly like group up with each other, and you'll just have you'll have points like a good like 5 or 10 minutes of just standing around taking pictures and people talking to you and just like, oh, what'd you do for your costume? How'd you get this done? Like it's really nice. A lot of the fans are really nice about it. You'll hear one or two comments from people, but it's they're not dressed up, so their comments really don't matter. And how like everyone seems really like they thank you for taking pictures stuff. Everyone's so nice about it, so it completely washes away whatever everyone else is trying to say about you.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you made your costume and how long it took you?
Um, for this isn't the first time I've done Mundo, but this is the first time I've tried to get as much detail into it as I can. I made sure I painted my nails, got my tongue. I made the cleaver out of rigid foam, which took a while, and painting took a while. Like it took a few days just so I could coat it with something, and that took like a day to dry. I had to remake this shirt from my first one just because looking at the picture, the front and the back were actually all ripped up, but the sides were totally fine. And just I painted myself purple before. It was just a matter of starting to get better with it. Like for first time, it took me 2 hours to actually get all of it down, but I've slowly gotten better with it and minimized how much I've had to use, which is really important because it's expensive to use. But and I for the jeans, I ripped them up, cut them up, and I had a pair of shoes that I ripped up and destroyed for LA Live. But looking at the picture, he did the way his shoes looked. They were pretty much cloth, for lack of better terms, and that's what I ended up using for that. It was just some ripped up sack that we had in the back shed.
So, how are you enjoying this weekend? How are the games?
The game's been really good. They've been a lot of yelling, a lot of shouting, just as much as you'd expect at any sports venue. It was just the energy is just you get sucked into it so easily, and it's just such an experience. It's so fantastic.
Who's your favorite team and player?
Um, I'm a bit. I love Dyers. He's an awesome player. I love his play style. I like TSM a lot. I'm kind of depressed that they got knocked out. They did a lot better than I was expecting them to kind of get. After seeing how they did at LA Live against Frost, I was expecting them to get stomped by Blaze, but they really did a lot better than I've seen them do. I mean, they ended up losing, but they really made it close games, which I was happy to see. I also actually I watched a few games of Fnatic, and I really like Reckless. I think he's a young player, but he's really good, and I just think their team comp is fantastic. Like they adapt so well. They're just a really good team in general as well.
So, where are you from?
I'm I actually I was I came from Warminster, PA, but I moved here to Vegas just this recent July. So being out in Vegas has been a really interesting experience in of itself. Um, and just dealing with the climate changes and stuff. But it's been really interesting out here, and it's a lot of fun. It's definitely warmer out.
Do you plan on cosplaying again?
Yes, I do, but I have no idea who I'm going to do. I'm looking at it as one of two ways. If I don't end up having the money to work with to make one of the more elaborate ones, I might try and do brand, which I just need to find a specific paint, like I think a latex based paint, so I can get more detail on the chest because his whole body, like his whole upper body, is just like this burned, all these burn marks and stuff. Like you can see, like it's almost like a volcano kind of, and I'm not going to be able to do that with the kind of body paint that I have or the face paint that I'm using right now.
Do you have any shout outs you'd like to do?
Um, Shout out to all my friends on League, all my friends at the old college I went to, Bucks County Community College, my friends at home, and my family.
Well, thank you guys for watching this interview. Check out the other ones. This is Livinpink for Quantic Gaming signing out.